Happy Monday, everyone. Good morning or good afternoon. Hope everybody's staying warm. Let's see who we have in the chat. Hey, Gail. Hey, Stacy. And anybody else in the bushes? Oh, wait. A few more minutes. Hey, Nikki. Welcome in. Hey, Spilling Diversity. Hey, Rachel. Welcome in. Hope everybody's staying safe. If you had this snow/ice storm, we got about 2 inches of sleet and ice. My kids are out of school today and they're out of school tomorrow. And not sure about Wednesday, which I figured they probably will. But if they're out, then they will have remote learning on Wednesday. But I hope everybody's doing good. So I'm really excited about today's project. I've been looking for different patterns, and I found one that I think will be easy. 20 inches. Oh no. Yeah, I seen this a few minutes ago before I got on here that there's another chance that they're calling for snow Saturday, so we'll just see. But this is what we're making today. A little wrap for your hot cocoa or coffee or whatever you want to put in there. The pattern is linked in the description, and it's also, I made a post. So this is what your pattern will be. You need 2 of these and 2 interfacings, and they're different sizes. And I'm using a button and some elastic. And here's my elastic that I got. And my button is, I'm using a yellow one. And then my fabric, of course, I'm using this scrap that I made with a quilt. It's this fabric. So I had some line sewn, but I used it because I don't have any more of this fabric and I can't really do anything with it. So that's what I'm using. And you need an iron. I don't think I put it in there, but you will need an iron. But it's nothing major. So I'm going to turn on my iron. So I meant to show y'all these last week and I totally forgot. I think it was, y'all help me out. Was it last Saturday or the Saturday before? We had a shoe class with Miss Shawn for members. And these are my shoes that I did. There's the back and the side. And then the tongue. Y'all, I cannot believe that I did it. It was pretty easy, except for going around the sole right here. It hurt my thumb, but it's okay. But yeah, that's how my shoes turned out. You don't see it. Okay. Do you see something that says YouTube? If you click on it, it should pop up and then you just put your email in there. Hey, Jesse. Thanks, Gail. Yes, it should be under StreamYard. If not, I made a post and the link is there also. Where do you buy the supplies needed for your shoes? Stacy, can you help me out with that? Marilyn, I'm not real sure. I'll have to go back and check. I think it's called Uh-Oh, but I could be wrong. But I can message you because I know I've got an email, unless you know. But welcome in, everybody. So let's get started. So if you're just coming in, we're making this cup cozy wrap. Like I said, I just had some fabric scraps that I'm just using. So here's the pattern that you'll need. You need 2 pieces for your fabric and 2 interfacings. I am using the infusible fleece. So, oh yay, Kristen! I'm so glad you're sewing along. Yay! So first thing is I'm going to, y'all don't judge me. Y'all know I don't like to iron, but I'm doing it today. Welcome in, everybody. Sorry if I missed you. So the first thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be ironing my fusible fleece to my pattern. And as you can see, this is smaller. So just going to take one of our sides, and mine's printed. See, this is it. Nothing fancy, but I'm going to lay it down. And y'all, I didn't have to iron this because it was already ironed. So I'm just going to lay it down just like this in the middle. And then I'm going to flip it over. And I'm just going to press with my iron. And I'm going to do the exact same thing for the other side. So there's one. And we're going to do the exact same thing for the other one. Yes, I like it because it was smaller too. Anybody else sewing along with me besides Kristen? If not, that's okay. Thank you, Stacy. So for now, I don't need my iron, so I'm going to cut that off and I'm going to set that in the floor. So now you've got these two, okay? So now all you're going to do, and now this is really, really simple. Really simple. So you take your 2 pieces, and like, see, mine's pumpkin, so I want to make sure mine face up. So I'm just going to put fabric to fabric, so my lining interface is on the outside. And you just want to line these up like that. Nikki, I bought this elastic during COVID because my mom made some masks for me. So that's all I use. I didn't think I had some of the bigger, thicker kind. And I was like, man, I know I've got some because my mom made all these masks. And look, I found it. Yay. Matter of fact, I think I got it off Amazon. It's a big old roll of elastic. So, all right. You good, Kristen? I don't want to leave anybody behind. So now what we're going to do is you want to leave an opening so you can turn this inside out. Okay, so I'm going I'm going to start sewing, and I'm probably going to start sewing right here at the edge. And then I'm going to sew all the way around. And then when I get to the bottom, let me make sure this is the bottom, I'm probably going to leave an opening from like here to here. And you see where I pieced it from here to here. That's probably where I'm going to leave mine. Hey, Linda, welcome in. And anybody else that I missed? All right. Yes, so we will put the elastic in place. And if you want to go ahead and do that, we can do that. So I'm just going to take it, and I kind of like crisscross mine, and you can put it on whatever end you want to. I'm going to put mine on this end. Thank you, Kristen, for reminding me, because I would have forgot. And I'm going to stick this part in. I'm going to make sure it's kind of neat, pretty. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a clip and I'm going to pin it right there. All right, everybody with me so far? Okay, so now we're going to just sew, like I said, around this. Hopefully y'all can see. Okay, so I'm going to start. I'm just going to start right here. And I'm going, I mean, you can do whatever length. I'm doing probably 3/8 of an inch. So I'm just going to put my needle down. Can you see that? Okay. Let me know if my sewing machine's too loud, because I don't want it to be too loud. Okay, so I'm going to back stitch. And just take your time. Nice and slow. And then when I get to here, I'm going to put my needle down and I'm going to turn it, because it's got like a little slant. And then I'm going to turn it again. And then I'm going to turn it one more time. And now I'm going to put my needle down. And I'm going to sew. First, I'm going to cut this string because it's annoying being annoying. Okay, and then I'm going to sew to this first little notch, and then I'm going to back tack. Well, thought I was. The issues that you have right when you're on live. Let's see if I can't see what's going on with my bobbin. All right, now let's rethread it. Let's try this again. All right, so now let's start back here. And hopefully we can get started. So I went to my little first seam and I stopped and I back tacked. So now I'm going to go, I'm going to skip to this side right here with this little, and I'm going to finish stitching it all the way around till we get back to the top. And if you don't want to leave that much open, then that's fine. But I like to allow myself some room just in case. So I've got my needle, and I'm going to stop, and I'm going to pivot. And then I'm going to slowly do it and hold my little elastic in place. I turned it, and then I'm going to backpack this a little bit just to make sure it don't go nowhere. And then once I'm back there, I'm going to cut my string. So this is what you should have so far, all the way around, and then we have a little opening right here. Everybody good with me? How are you doing, Kristen? Don't want to leave you behind. Okay, are you same place as me, or I need to wait on you? Because if I do, no worries, just let me know. This up. Okay, so now what you're going to do is I'm going to turn this inside out, and I'm going to use my stiletto to poke my corners out, okay? So easily turn it, and then you will need your iron again to press it. I'm going to go ahead and turn mine on so it can be warming up. Hey, Karen. Welcome in. And y'all's might turn out better than mine. We're just slowly. Hey, Rosalind, welcome in. And see, there's my elastic. Then I'm just going to take my stiletto, and I'm going to I'm going to do it with my fingers first. Then I'll take it and make sure my corners are out the best that they can be. Because last one, it wasn't too good. I didn't poke them out like I should have. And so it didn't come out too good. So once you get it poked out, should be something like this, where you have your little opening. So I'm going to back this off for a minute. And then I'm going to lay my wool mat, and I'm going to press it. And you can use heat and bond if you want to iron this together. But I'm just going to take it and do the best that I can to line these up. And then I'm going to press it, and then I'm going to clip it with a little clip. Clip there and a clip there. So I'm going to turn my iron off. Thank you, Linda. So this is what we got so far. We got our little elastic piece. All right, everybody good with me still? And then after you do that, you're just going to top stitch around the whole top of it. Yeah, I know I haven't. I thought I did at one time, and then obviously you see nothing popped up. I've got to work on that. But it's okay for now. All right, Kristen, are you ready? Are you good? And anybody else that's sewing along with me? Okay. I just don't want to get too far ahead because I know some people take their time. You're good. Okay. Alrighty. So now we're going, like I said, we're just going to top stitch around the whole thing. Okay. So I'm bringing my sewing machine back in the picture. And I'm going to start right here where my clips are. And I don't know, I'm just going to top stitch it. I don't really know what length size I'm doing, so I just put it down. I'm sorry. But you're just going to slowly top stitch around it. And I'm going to unclip this. Sorry if y'all can't see. I'm trying to. And then I'm going to pivot. Pivot again. And I'm going to pivot again. And now I'm going to go along the bottom, or the top, sorry. Just want to make sure it's. And if you want to hold it like from the back and then hold it up here, that's fine too. Just take your time. So now I'm going to pivot because I'm at this little corner. Pivot again. And with my needle down, I'm still going to pivot. And we're almost back to where we started. So I'm pivot one more time. Back tack. Make sure. Okay, so now that we've got done with that, I can turn my sewing machine off because I'm done with that. Now I'm just going to go up here and clip where I started and stopped and clean up my stitches. Thank you. Yeah, I know it's fall. I kind of wanted to do like a winter one, but I had these scraps and I'm thinking, oh, in the fall you can still use these, you know, because it's cold weather. So, but this is what we got. So there's that side and then there's that side. I love my teal and orange. And I'm using a yellow button. And I know some of y'all might think, well, we don't really have much in there. But if you look, this little piece of corn has got some yellow in it. So that's why I'm going to use it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull some thread, because now we get to hand sew it, our button on. Yay. Thank you, everybody. So I just got a regular needle, and now we're going to hand sew the button on. I'm going to go ahead and thread it. And then I'm going to make it even. I got more than enough, and then I'm just going to make a knot, a couple knots in it. And Kristen, I know what we are doing, just having fun, sew along. Yep, that is true. If I can sew along with people, if they have the pattern up in time, then I usually do. But sometimes I can't get to it. But I always try to make it if I see somebody post it, because on days like this, yeah, it's sunny, but it's still too cold outside, and why not stay inside and be productive, make something. Welcome in, everybody. If I missed you, make one more knot, and then I'll show you what we're going to do for the button. And you can use your button machine or your sewing machine to make a button. I'm not. I just prefer not, but that's just me. Okay. So now, if you want to get a pen, fabric marker, whatever. Hey, Chrissy, welcome in. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take it and I'm going to measure around my cup to see where I need to put the button. So I'm just going to fold it. And you see how it's, let's see if I can get it kind of more centered. Can y'all see how that is? So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull this, because you want it tight. And I can put my button roughly like right there. It's up to you. And I'm going to have to do it like this. I'm sorry if y'all can't see it. I'm sure y'all can't see it. Give me just a minute. So once I got my button on here, I'm going to mark it with my pen. And you shouldn't be able to see these holes or like little marks, because we're going to sew it. So can you see that? See my little button holes? Okay, so now we've got left to do is just to sew our button on. And I'm sure a lot of y'all know how to sew a button on, right? So I'm just going to line this back up with my little dots. Just like that. And then I'm going to hold it. And then I'm going to start from the bottom. It may take you a couple tries to get it, but see, I got it coming up. And then I'm just going to pull it through. Get this straight. Okay, and then I'm going to go down the top. Can everybody see? I come up the bottom and I'm going down the top, and I'm going to do that a couple times. So I'm going to go back up this top or the bottom. And if you can see your little needle, that wasn't the right hole. So I'm going to go, up it, I'm going to pull it, and then I'm just going to go back down. I'm going to go back down this top. And pull it. So I'm going to do that maybe 2 or 3 more times, and then I'll show you which one we're going to do next. And if you want to go side to side, that's fine too. It's literally, whatever you prefer. Yes, if you haven't hit the like button, please do that. Also, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. All right, so now I am going to go back up this bottom one. Maybe. Okay, you can see I'm in the bottom one. I'm going to pull it through, and instead of going back through the top, I'm going to go on the side, right beside of it. And I'm just going to pull it. Okay. So back up. I'm going to go back up this one, and I'm going to go down this one. And I'm going to do that a couple times also. I just want to make sure my button's not going to go nowhere. And I know this is probably hard for y'all to see, but I'm sorry. When you're sewing a button on, you can't really. Okay, Kristen, that's fine. You can use your button. No worries. I probably need to practice mine too, but since I don't know what I'm doing, I was like, well, I'll just try to hand sew it. Okay, so now that I'm back down, I'm going to go over to my last button, to the one above it, maybe to that one, and I'm going to go up, and I'm going to go back down the bottom one. And I'm going to do that a couple times, and then we'll do the 2 top ones. All right, so now I'm back up at the top one. So now I'm going back over here to the other top one, and I'm just going to go straight down. I'm going to do that a couple times, and then we'll be ready to tie it off. Did anybody lose any power with this storm? Hopefully not. We were lucky, and we did not. So that was a blessing. I pray and hope that nobody else lost power. Okay, good. All right, one more time. And then we're going to tie it off. All right, so I'm going back in down in so my bottom is right here, okay? Everybody see the back of it? Thank you. So now I'm going to cut it a little bit, like that much. And now I'm just going to tie a knot in it a couple of times to make sure that it's secure. And if you don't want to do this, you don't have to, but I'm doing it just to make sure, to be on the safe side. I think this should be good. If I can get it to go in one more time. I think my nails are a little bit long, getting in the way. Okay, so now got that. I'm just going to clip it close like that. So that's the back, and then this is the front. So now all you have to do is just take your cup, put it whatever side you want. Make sure the print's correct way showing. And then with this elastic, I might have cut mine a little bit long, but just stretch it across there between the handle. And you still can use the handle if you want to. But I know sometimes like it can get too hot, especially in the microwave. So I just wanted to make one of these because, you know, sometimes people hold it like this and drink out of it. But if you want to, instead of using the fusible fleece, you could use the Insulbrite too. And then you could put it in the microwave. But yeah, but there's our little hot chocolate wrap, or coffee, or tea, hot tea, whatever you want to use. It could, but mine can't because I did not use the Insulbrite made for it. But if you wanted to make one and use that for the inside material, you could. I just didn't own these two. I just did the fusible. And this is the one I made earlier. And see, it's not the greatest. I didn't like the bottom. But I love how this one turned out. I love the colors. Did you use all cotton fabric thread? So this is cotton. The thread I used, I do not think it's cotton. I think it's all purpose. So that's another thing. If you wanted to put it in the microwave, make sure you use all cotton thread and fabric. But I did not. I think mine's all purpose or polyester or something. I got it off Amazon. I got a 3-pack, this, different colors. And then I got the bobbins to go with it. I got all that in the package. So I like these pre-rounds. Yeah, so see, mine cannot go in the microwave because I did not use all cotton. I didn't use cotton thread. But if you do use cotton thread, and then the am I saying that right? The Insulbrite. Then you could put it in the microwave, but I didn't today because I wanted to use this teal kind of thread. I didn't have any in cotton, so. But yeah, so thanks everyone. That's all I have today. I did make this cute little basket on the Zoom with Marilyn. So yeah, I did make that. Button foot being troublesome, but I'll get it. Okay. Thanks. And yeah, you can use whatever kind of button you want to. You can use a bigger button, just whatever you prefer. So, but if no one has any more questions, that's it for today. I hope y'all learned something. I know it wasn't much, but this is very simple. Anybody can do. So, but the pattern should be in the description below above StreamYard. And if for some reason it's not, then I did put a post on my YouTube with a link also. But yes, so I hope y'all have a wonderful week. I hope everybody stays warm and safe. If you don't have to travel on the roads, then please don't. Like I said earlier, we got ice and sleet, and so my driveway's slick. So I do not plan on going anywhere today or tomorrow unless it's an emergency. But hope y'all have a good week, and I will see you in the YouTube streets. Oh, thank you. So somebody made this for me a couple years ago. It's just got my initials and the snowman. So I thought it was fitting for today since it looks like snow, but it's not really snow. So, but I will see y'all in the YouTube streets. And if you have any ideas on something I could do for next Monday, please let me know. I appreciate it. And if you've not hit the like button, please do. And also, if you've not subscribed, please do that. I would greatly appreciate it. And we will see y'all later. Bye.